I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to sit here and say
That's fine. How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. Co-review. Not so much co-review. She'll say stuff about the beer, but this is my not-so-future wife, Liesel. Funny thing is, I got married. I have this thing on my finger. She has those things in her fingers. Got married last week. And we're on our honeymoon. So, I went to a bunch of breweries. Actually, today I actually went to... yesterday I went to a couple breweries. Today I went to a couple breweries. But I actually went to the Alchemist today. And interviewed John Kimmich. I called him Kimmich, but it's Kimmich because, you know me. I fuck up all names. Thank you very much, Jacob. Thank you very much, Mark from Ohio. Thank you very much, everybody. But I mess up names. So, went up, interviewed him for the podcast. Had a great day. Came back and kind of wanted to do a beer review. A little sniffly, a little sore throat, but we're still going to do one. And I'm just going to talk about the kind of beer, but also the trip so far. Because we still have a day left or so, but I figured it was time for Liesel. Because you actually, people out there wanted to see who she is, but anyway, she's here.
There's nowhere else to sit in this place.
There's nowhere else to sit to her. An Airbnb, it's very tiny, so she's stuck. We're drinking a beer. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to do Holy Cow, American India Pale Ale by The Alchemist. It's 5% alcohol by volume. All the information about the brewery on the back, and it looks like a moo cow. Is that a moo cow? What kind of cow? Holstein? You know what that is? Yeah. The farmer over here. I don't know what kind of cow that is. Liesel is not a beer aficionado. She is a gin aficionado. She's drinking gin right now. She's not a gin aficionado either, but she's drinking gin right now. You're drinking, what is it? Bar
Hill.
Bar Hill gin. What do you think of it?
Good. It's very, very strong with the honey.
It's like a gin kind of made with a cider. Is actually Kimmich. I was like, oh, you got to try the gin if you're up here. And we picked it up. It's like way cloudier too. It looks like than a normal gin. I don't know. But this is not massive gin reviews. This is massive beer reviews. What do we have here? We have two fingers. Infinite creaminess, gravity defying, uniform bubbles, pretty tight compact stuff. Sans a little bit of this kind of gravity defyingness over here. And she's got a soft taste or bits and pieces of beer in there. Light orange hue, nothing too crazy. What do you think?
Looks like a beer.
Looks like a beer from the mouth of babes. Let's see if we can get a nose.
On up your nose.
Just a soft, really nice kind of citrusy malt with like a little bit of kind of West Coast kind of resininess in there. It kind of reminds me of like, not reminds me, it kind of comes off to me like a mash of a West and East Coast or West and Northeast style IPA. That's kind of what I'm getting in there. So I'm getting a bit of that citrus, getting a bit of that resininess with the citrus leading the way for me. Nice hop profile. Nice impact. Not too crazy. No 2x4 to the face. A little bit of sweetness in there. Almost like honey vibes. I don't know if it's a little placebo effect of what she's getting there. What do you smell? You tell me what you smell. Hops.
Yeah, I can't get past
She
the hops.
She doesn't like the hops, so let's dive in. Cheers. Gigantic. Huge, gigantic amount of hops. And it's kind of going the same way I thought it would based off of the nose. It's giving you that kind of nice kind of resiny dankness of the West Coast with a bit of kind of, probably more leaning that way. Definitely leaning more that way, but you're getting a little bit of that kind of nice, sweet, fruity citrus here on the East Coast. Maybe a little bit of like stone fruity kind of nice, stone fruity peachy kind of vibe somewhere underlying of that, but it's really dank. It's really drying. It's really palate smacking. It makes you want to take another sip. Way more impactful than 5% leads you to believe. Let's put it that way. It's huge, big, resinous, nice bit of kind of citrus fruit, a little bit of stone fruit. Nice mouthfeel to it. Super chuggable, super drinkable. It's not thick, it's not dense. When I say it's not it has a nice mouthfeel, I'm not talking about being this crazy, turbid, butternut squash, chalky kind of New England style IPA. It's just a bit more drinkable and more chuggable at the same time being kind of silky and smooth. Take a sip. What do you think? She hates me for doing this, by the way. But I'm making her do it. She's going to say I don't like it, but make her try it anyway. Mm-mm. No good?
I just can't get past the hops.
Yeah. One day we'll get there. But yeah, I mean, it's almost like a like if they reverse engineered a New England IPA into a kind of West Coast IPA. That's kind of what I get from this beer. And that's pretty freaking cool, to be perfectly honest with you, because what you're doing is you're getting those big, bold, resinous kind of hop profile with a bit of those kind of fruit undertones. So you're getting this screaming West Coast with a huge bunch of Northeast kind of sensibility, but in a 5% package, and that in and of itself is absolutely freaking amazing. I think it's delicious. Liesl not so much, but it's not her bag, but one day she'll get there. But yeah, super tasty beer, super chuggable. I dig it. So let's cut the chase and not talk about this beer. Let's talk about the rest of the trip. So we came up here from Vermont to actually like hang out, do some sightseeing, go to different places, go to some breweries. I am not going to lie. I went to my fair share of breweries. But we went to other places. Liesl got a little bit of yarn going on, got a little bit of sheep's wool. Lanolin, maybe? I don't know. Going on. Ate some foods. Just ate some takeout ghetto Chinese, which is probably the best meal we might had the whole trip so far. Not in the sense of an absolutely like top-notch meal, but it was just viscerally fantastic because I have not had Chinese food in about 3 years. So, you know, I told her, give somebody crack who hasn't smoked crack in 5 years. It's pretty damn good. You know, went to some cool breweries. Met some cool people. I met up with Jacob. It's actually a viewer of mine from Canada. He sent me a bunch of beers from Canada. I actually sent him one beer mail because you can't really send beer mail to Canada. There's this service where you can actually plop off beer right before the border, and he ended up kind of doing it that way, and he ended up picking it up. He came down from Montreal area with his wife to hang out with Lisa and I for about an hour or so. Had a couple of beers, but we're actually going to meet up tomorrow. We're going to go to Hill Farmstead for their kind of kickoff of their anniversary week stuff. And I had a really good time, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, it is our honeymoon. But it's not all beer-centric. But there's, I've said this kind of to a couple people, but I don't think I've said it in the beer review thing. Liesl does her thing for her fiber and farming and all that stuff on YouTube, and I do the same thing. And we want to incorporate the things that we like about what we do in life to you know, to every portion of our life. So it kind of makes sense to have fun and do the things we do on our honeymoons.
You drink beer and I knit. It's so good.
Listen, we got it down, baby. That's all I know. So yeah, we're having a great time. I figured I'd do this because, you know, I'm me and this is what I do. So, fantastic beer. Is it one of the better 5% or below pale ales or IPAs, wherever you want to drop this one? I put it more in the IPA realm just because of how dank and how hazy and all that fun stuff. That's what people say back, and that's what people won't say it is nowadays because it doesn't look like butternut squash soup, but it is. Is it one of the better 5% or below hop forward beers is what I'm trying to say, yes. Again, you're going to want to be cool with that West Coast leaning style of stuff, but 5%, the impact you get out of this hop-wise is just amazing. Value and availability. You know, I forget what they cost, but I mean, it's, you know, they don't charge an arm and leg there in Alchemist, so take that for what it's worth. Brewery only this is. Who knows if it's going to see, you know, out and about in the public. That's pretty much, you get drips and drab of Focal Banger and Heady, and I think one more might pop off, but you never know. You might see it out there, but as of right now, it's brewery only, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like this big hop forward impactful beer that has a balance between both sides of things and showcases the hops and doesn't get too crazy with all the other bits and pieces of things going on, whether it be crazy dropped out bitterness or, you know, this, that, and the other thing. If you like great hop forward, awesome beers, you probably dig the shit out of this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Am I done? Do you have anything to add? You sure? Yeah, okay. Our review's over then. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it down there if you want to talk about it. Beer Massive, type that into the Google. See me doing the podcasting stuff. It'll be a couple weeks since I post this, a couple weeks in the future, and then you'll see I did about an hour or so interview with John Kimmick up there at Alchemist. Pretty good conversation, actually. It was pretty much just us sitting around, just rapping about beer and a whole other bunch of other things and pieces. So check that out. Massive Beers. You can type that in Google. See me doing social media stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little hazy, holy cow, old school jammer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.